Hello, I'm back on the custom side of Tarkov, and today we're talking about the next weapon they added in the latest patch, which is the SA-58 OSW. OSW stands for Operations Specialist Weapon. You will be able to get your hands on this rifle if you get to level 4 with Peacekeeper, and you will pay a whopping $1,100 for it. So let's test it out a little bit and see what he sounds like. Really nice sound. Let's try full auto. Let's reload, get a bit more ammo in there. Holy moly, that's some recoil. Alright, let's take a closer look at this and see what we've got. So, we've got ergonomics of 44.1, accuracy is going to be 0, sighting range is going to be 500, recoil, it's a whopping 294 to start with. Muzzle velocity is going to be 820 meters a second, caliber is going to be 7.6251, fire rate is 700 RPM, and you have an effective distance of 900 meters. Now, instead of testing this in the factory, because we know it works in close quarters, I'm going to test it out at long range to see how we can deal with that recoil. But before we do that, I have to test it a little bit on the scavs. Yep, it works. Back to testing. So now getting back on point and trying to make this rifle the best you're going to get out of it. The way to look at this, I mean, this is a whopping $1,100 to start with. By the time you've modded this, you put a Bravo on it, you put a hammer, you put a Leopold or whatever the little one is on top, so you can actually use it in close quarters if you have to. I mean, you're looking at $1,500 to $2,000 to spend on that kind of money. So is it really good at range? That's what I kind of wanted to test out, because we know it's going to obliterate targets up in close range. It's going to do really good versus armor. I mean, you're not going to have much better options out there than picking this up. The only problem is if it's cost effective, as it were. So let's try this at longer range. Scavvy boy in the distance over there. There we go. Nice little one tap, and we missed the second guy because he got behind that little hill. He's not safe. We will find him again. So it's clear to me that I can really use this rifle at long ranges. I know it's got some heavy recoil, but you're always having to rely on that one tap a lot on this. You can burst fire with this, and I'll show you a little bit in a second. But mostly you'll be relying on that nice one tap to the face. You put him down, and then that's that. When it comes to the higher tier helmets, I've yet not tested this on it, but I would say within 1 or 2 bullets, you will be able to put him down at decent ranges with this. My only concern is when firing this weapon sort of naked, the way you just bought it, the recoil was pretty high. So I wanted to stick a couple of things on it just to see if I can control it a bit more, and if I can actually use it. Say, if I'm running into somebody, I'm running towards extraction, I'm running out, whatever. I run into somebody and I immediately have to start firing. I don't really have the time to position my shots. I don't have time to sort of get into the right position. I just have to start blasting at him. Could I really do something to him at long ranges? Well, obviously I could if I can take my time and aim for the head and do all that sort of stuff. But what if I am on full fire? Because sometimes you go on full auto and you have no choice. You have to start blasting at him. Can that really be a thing? Sit down, Scavvy. We're doing some testing here. So could that really be a possibility? You know, there is a lot of weapons out there. There's the RSAS, there's the M1A, I mean, there's the M4. There's a lot of guns that are sort of roughly priced in about the same range, sort of about $1,000 plus minus dollars. So you're kind of used to those guns by now. And I kind of want to try this out on burst fire, and I want to try on full auto at a decent sort of range. I mean, from here to that fence over there is not really that much. I mean, I'd say 100 meters, 200 meters, something like that, maybe even less. And just to give you an idea of the recoil, that would be a player and I'm shooting at him. Now you can see what kind of recoil you get in this, even though I'm just burst firing. Now luckily for me, as it turns out, there is another scavvy boy that comes out running to save his buddy, so we can use him as target practice. Now I don't know if I'm missing here, but to me it looks like I'm sort of aiming at him what I'm supposed to, but the recoil is pushing your gun so high that you're not actually hitting him. So if there's another player that's shooting at you and you go in full blast, full auto on him, you're really going to struggle controlling this recoil. So if it's a weapon that you like your recoil to be low, if it's something that you're not really comfortable with, then this might not be something that you need to be rushing for to get to level 4 prep or just to buy. And when you're talking about cost, like we said earlier in the beginning, 1,100 to buy this, plus the mods and everything else, so you're talking 1,500 to 2,000. That's 200,000 rubles. That doesn't even include your helmet, your body armor, you know, your meds, whatever else you're going to carry with you, a couple of grenades, spare mags, bullets. I mean, you're talking 250, 300k by the time you're getting into a raid. So obviously when you're using some kind of weapon like this, you'll be going in as a juggernaut and taking everything down in order to pay for it as cost. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, if you're looking forward to it, if you've tried it, and I will see you in the next one.